So the Royals will go from right to left per usual here at home, wearing their white home uniforms. Aquinas Blue Golds, as you might imagine, in their blue uniforms with some white numeral and trims. The Royals win the jump ball, and they've got it to Linsmeyer against a man-to-man. A lot of high-intensity pressure. That's what Coach said would happen in the turnover from that pressure, as Wendels tries to get the ball across the top and is unable to do so. Down the paint goes Reutemann. She'll get it off on the left-hand side. Ball partially blocked by Linsmeyer. And putting it up that time with Steiner. And they'll get it out to Reutemann once again. And reload the offense. Man-to-man being employed by Assumption. Steiner with it on the left wing. Spinning around to Peterson, and now she's got it on top of the wheel. Give it a couple of bounces against Zerflu. Go left-hand side to Steiner. Reutemann. Now they get Collins involved. She runs right into Skibba, loses the ball, and we go the other way. Wendels, right wing to Zerflu. Macy to the left elbow. On Linsmeyer for three from the left side. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And the Royals draw first blood, and on the inbounds pass, the Royals come with a little 2-2-1 pressure, and they throw the ball out of bounds. It's just really not a forced turnover that time. Just threw it out of bounds. Plain and simple. Wendels will catch the ball probably about 10 feet beyond the arc. She takes it on the right side to Linsmeyer. Will hand it right back off to Gracie. Skip pass underneath now to Linsmeyer. She'll back away inside, have it partially blocked. And then she runs it down and gets knocked to the floor. We're going to have a foul called on Steiner. And for Kaya, the sophomore, it's her first personal. And the first foul called here tonight. 3-0, just underway. Played about a minute and a half so far in this first half of play. Skibba touches it for the first time outside. Linsmeyer, another three on the way. It's long. Rebound inside. Wendels with the left hand kiss off the glass. And it's 5-0 Royals. Pass up ahead. Pressure too much from Linsmeyer. Turnover picked up by Grunhofer. That's already 3 now on the goals. Into the forecourt come the Royals. Underneath Skibba. Wide open. Put it up. Overlays it. Backside gets her own rebound. Put it up again and in. Olivia would not be denied that time, and immediately Coach Donarski needs a TO. He's going to take just a 30. We'll take a 30 with him. We're back with more from Assumption after this. Well, we haven't quite played 2 minutes yet, and the Royals already lead it 7-0. And now Zerflu just takes it right out of the hands of Steiner, takes it off the glass and puts it in. 4 different Royals have scored, and they lead it 9-0. It's too much pressure for Aquinas thus far. Steiner trying to dribble into the double team. Throws the ball up ahead, and it's off the hands of Collins, and another turnover. Once again, Zerflu to the left with the left hand, put up no, followed by Grunhofer. She's going out of bounds. She tried to save it, unable to do so. And the blue coat's going to come the other way. Bounce pass up ahead. Stolen away that time as Reutemann threw it right into the hands of Skibba. And it's 6 turnovers already on Aquinas. Wendels will spot it up. 17-footer. Are you kidding me? That was high in the sky and through. And Gracie Wendels, relieving Mason Krings, starts off leading the team in scoring with 4 points. Into the forecourt now, trailing it 11-0. The Blue Golds trying to set up their offense. Collins will go. She loses the dribble, and they're going to call a block on the Royals. It'll be on Gina Grunhofer. That'll be the first on the Royals, first on Gina. Sadie Polino, a 5'7" junior, will come into the contest and will replace Modessa Collins. And the inbounds to Peterson beyond the arc. She'll dribble it to the right side. Polino will immediately jack up a 2 and hit it. So Sadie Polino comes off the bench to give the Blue Golds their first lead of the, or their first score of the ball game. They trail it 11-2. Into the forecourt come the Royals. High-low pressure underneath from Grunhofer to Skibba. Got a little too far into the basket, couldn't get it to go. And out on the run. Peterson will throw up a long 2, and a foul is going to come against the Royals. Macy Zerflu on a little flyby hit her as Peterson was putting up the shot, and I think it's only going to be 2. I believe the toe was on the line. Let's find out and wait and see. Yep. They say 2. So Jessa Peterson's first free throw is good. She can hit the second one. They'll go on a little 4-0 run, trying to answer the 11-0 start by Assumption. Peterson's next free throw is good as well. So they're going to now come full court pressure, man-to-man. They're going to put Peterson against Zerfleet. Macy will just take it across the timeline if she's able to outrace Peterson into the forecourt. Take it with the left hand, put it up off the glass and in. She went behind her back, went behind the defense, went off the left side of the glass, and it's 13-4 now, Royals. And Zerfleet almost got a steal in the backcourt, but instead she gets a reach-in foul. And just like that, Macy's going to get 2 quick fouls and probably going to have to take a seat. And will. Rose Crowns, 5'8" senior, will replace Zerfleet. Long pass up ahead to Miller. She double dribbled it, got away with it, lays it up, overlays it. Runhofer with the rebound for Assumption. She's going to take it up the court, and then she'll lose the dribble, and they're going to call her for a walk. Second turnover on the Royals, who lead it 13-4 with 14 minutes remaining here in half number 1. Into the backcourt, the pass goes to Redeman. Races all the way up the right side in front of the Royals bench and then slams on the brakes. Cross over the top. Peterson there with it. Picked up by Windows. Now she picks up her dribble. Goes inside, back outside. That's Polino with it on top of the wheel. Redeman bounced it a couple of times before she leaves it for Peterson. Left side Collins, 3-ball on the way, off the bracket no, but the long rebound run down by the Blue Guns. Shooting from inside the arc this time, Redeman can't get it to go. Polino with the rebound. She'll take the shot, give it to Redeman, put up off the glass and in. Redeman, the 5'5" sophomore with her first points. And it's 13-6, Assumption by 7. Get it down, double team on Skiba. She'll dribble it right to the basket, put it up, no. Tries to get the rebound on the weak side, knocked out of bounds, will keep it on the Royal end. Back into the ball game for the Blue Golds is Kaya Steiner. And Jolynn Frisch for the Royals, a 5'10" senior, checks into the ball game. Rose Crowns from the left side of the basket as we see it to trigger the inbounds. Gets it into Grunhofer, fall away 7-footer, good. Gina's first 2 of the night. 5 different Royals now in the scoring column, and Assumption leads it by 9, 15-6. Almost a steal in the backcourt. Steiner loses control. Rose Crowns is able to force the turnover, and then the pass up ahead. Autumn Linsmeyer turns around, and when she turns around, right there waiting for her was Steiner, and she lost her footing, and they call her for the walk. 15 seconds under 13 minutes remaining in this first half of play. 15-6. Now, Aquinas, from what the coaches are telling us, used to this kind of up-tempo kind of game, so it's a good start for the Royals in this game. 3-bomb on the way. Polino, Grunhofer with the rebound. The Royals going to take it out and fly as well. Now Linsmeyer will back it off. She'll take it on top of the wheel. Right side, Rose Crowns. Rose to Grunhofer. Jumper. Just a 2. Had a toe on the line, but it's good. And Gina, if she'd have backed that thing up about 2 inches, would have got herself an extra point out of it. 17-6. The 11-point lead is back for the Royals. And run down the court, put up the shot, run into Skiba, and they're going to whistle Olivia for her first personal. And it'll be 2 free throws for Jessa Peterson, who already is 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 17-6 Royals, 17-7 Royals. First one's good. Wendels will replace Skiba. Polino will take a seat, and back in comes Reutemann for La Crosse Aquinas. Second free throw is good. 17-8 now. 12 minutes remaining in this first half of play for the Royals, who have the basketball. Grunhofer, this will be a 3 this time, just short off the bracket. And Gina's going to be mad at herself because she started to run to the right down the court instead of following their shot, and they would have come back to her, and she would have had an opportunity to reload the offense. Instead, we're going to give the ball to the Blue Golds, who trail it by 9 here in half number 1. Steiner into the forecourt, gets a screen from Miller, goes baseline, runs into Grunhofer, and Gina is called for her second personal. So the Royals getting themselves in a little bit of foul trouble in the sense that both Grunhofer and Zerfleet maybe their top 2 players, are now going to be sitting on the bench with 2 fouls each. Steiner's first free throw is short, and Grunhofer will be replaced by Olivia Skiba. 2 baskets, 4 free throws. That's what the Blue Golds have thus far, as Amanda Egan checks in, and the second free throw for Steiner is good. Egan, a 6'1" sophomore. She's their biggest player, so she'll match up with Skiba out there. Linsmeyer gets double teamed at the charity stripe, loses her balance, and the ball goes off her leg out of bounds. Turnover number 4. So Aquinas trying to chip into that 8-point deficit with 11.5 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Egan with a big screen on Linsmeyer, but they can't use it, so they rotate the perimeter instead. Miller with it. And back on top now to Reutemann. Lobbing underneath, trying to hook it up with Collins, and the pass is just a little bit too far for Modessa. And she has to head up on the stage to retrieve the basketball. That's turnover number 8 unofficially on the Blue Golds, as they'll come with a 1-3-1 3/4 court press, and Coach Burkhauser says we better talk about how we're going to break this. He said I can do it in 30 seconds, so can I. We're back from after this. Well, just a reminder, we also have hockey going on for you tonight on our sister station, Y105.5 FM, WLJY. Bob Look with the Red Raiders as they entertain Toma in playoff action already. Meanwhile, we have a good one here tonight. Division 4 ranked number 6 across Aquinas. Number 3 ranked Assumption Royals in Division 5. And right now the Royals getting the better of it as they lead at 17-9 with 6 ticks under 11 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Ball goes inside to Skiba, and reaching around is Amanda Egan, picking up her first personal, second team. Rose Crown's going to inbound it, this time from the right side of the basket. They'll run a box out of bounds play. They roll Linsmeyer underneath. She catches, puts it up off the glass, doesn't go. And the board comes down to Collins. Quickly ahead to Steiner. She's got Linsmeyer on her. Steiner goes all the way to the left elbow, drops it off to Egan. Roll it back around. You know, the girl I was impressed with in the warm-ups was Miller. She's got the ball right now. She dribble penetrates, kicks it back out. Jumper on the way, doesn't fall that time for Collins, and the rebound to Rose Crown. Quickly up ahead. Ball in the hands of Crowns on the left wing. Looking to get it inside to Frisch, can't do so. He has to rotate the perimeter to the right side now instead to Wendels. Catch they play around the perimeter to the Royals. Now Wendels penetrates, right side, Crowns, jumper, good. Rose about a step inside of the arc, hits it for her first 2. And now 6 different Royals have scored, and they lead it 19-9. Steiner on the right wing in front of the Royals bench. Reutemann rotates the arc all the way to the left baseline to Egan. Over to Steiner, dribble penetration, goes around Frisch, goes to the basket, puts it off glass too hard. High in the glass goes Autumn Linsmeyer, and a jump ball which should be in favor of the Blue Golds. Autumn definitely one of the shortest in stature out on the court, but boy, she can really get up there and jump. And inbounds comes to Modessa Collins, 5'8" sophomore from beyond the arc. She'll put up the 3 and hit it. And now it's down to 7. Frisch, right baseline, put up the jumper. No, Linsmeyer gets the rebound out of it. And Wendels gets run into by Nora Reutemann, the 5'5" sophomore, with her first personal. So Jessup Peterson will come back in and replace Reutemann. That's the 3rd team foul thus far on Aquinas. On the inbounds, Crowns to Linsmeyer, skipped across now to Wendels. She's got a foot inside the arc and the other one outside it on the right wing. She'll bounce it once to the left hand, backdoor cut. Linsmeyer put it up off the glass and it rolls off the. And now a little breakaway coming, and they overshoot the intended receiver Peterson, and she steps out of bounds, unable to make the save. Turnover number 9. 5 ticks under 9 minutes remaining in half number 1. And the Royals lead it by 7. They jumped out to an 11-0 first half advantage since that time. 12-8 in favor of Aquinas. And the Royals in a little bit of foul trouble right now as Zerflu and Grundhoff are both on the bench with 2 fouls each. Now a pass picked off by the Blue Golds. And Peterson runs it down in the corner of the gym. That's 5 on the Royals. Steiner goes to the baseline and throws it right into the hands of Gracie Wendell. Turnover number 10. Here comes Assumption the other way. On top of the wheel, Linsmeyer tries to go inside the Skiba. It's taken away by Miller to Steiner, left-hand finish. Kaya Steiner, her first basket to go along with 1 free throw. She has 3 points. And the Royals just going to have to kind of weather this next 8 minutes of the ball game without Grundhofer or Zerflu, because don't want to have them going into the second half with only 2 fouls left. Backdoor cut, Crowns. Put on the floor, lay it up, it rolls off the rim. Rose can't save it. That's 2 straight shots that the Royals have gotten really good looks at. Just won't crawl in. Instead, they're hanging on the rim and crawling off. So 19-14, a 3-bomb can knock this thing down to 2. We're down to 7:45. Steiner taking her time, walking it into the forecourt. Turns the edge, puts it up, and it rolls around and comes out. And Skiba with the strong rebound. Ahead to Wendell. She'll slam on the brakes. Goes over to Crowns. Skiba tries to dump it underneath Frisch. And can't make the connection, however, in the backcourt. The long pass goes off the hands of Steiner, and each team ends up with a turnover. 7 minutes, 20 ticks to go here in half number 1. Assumption still leading by 5. Frisch on the left baseline beyond the arc. Tough skip pass over to Crowns. Had a chance to double team Rose, they didn't, so Rose will take it inside in the paint. Take it over left side. Wendell's put up the jumper from the right side. Doesn't go. Linsmeyer knocks it off of the forehead of one of the Blue Golds, and Steiner coming the other way as a block from behind by Linsmeyer, but they're going to say she got too much of the body, and Autumn picks up her first personal. And I think that ball went off the head of Peterson. She's still kind of holding her head a little bit there. And Kaya Steiner, who has 1 free throw thus far and missed 1. She's now 2 for 3 as that one barely crawled over the front. Carson Bushman will come in and replace Rose Crowns. Carson, a 5'7" senior. Sadie Paulino also back into the ball game, replacing Amanda Egan for this very young Blue Gold team. They only have 2 seniors on their squad. And just like the first shot, Steiner gets it to crawl over the front of the rim and in. So Reutemann will replace Steiner. And the lead now is 19-16. Assumption by 3, 6:53 to go in this first half of play. From the Royals, Carson Bushman. On the right wing, Linsmeyer, left side Wendell. Skip it back over to Bushman. On top, Linsmeyer, dribble penetrate, 7-foot runner, off the backboard, doesn't go. Out on the break, Reutemann with it, left-hand layup, and it overlaid it. The rebound, Wendell, she's hit by Peterson on the arm. That'll be the first on Odessa, and the 4th on the Blue Golds. The official just has a quick word with the assistant coaches from Aquinas. He said that they were getting a little bit too vocal. He said, I'll listen to the head coach, but I don't want you guys leaving your seats and talking to me. So, asserting his authority, as he should. And now a pass from the Royals, picked off by Miller. She gets bombed out of bounds. The ball rotating around the left-hand side. Paulino, just a 2. She too had a toe on the line. She has 4 points. 19-18, Assumption by 1. 6 minutes exactly remaining here in this first half of play. skip pass over the top. Bushman back over to Linsmeyer inside the arc. Put up the jumper. It won't go. And on every opportunity, the Blue Golds come out running. They try to fire it underneath. Collision underneath the basket. 2 bodies go down. Jolyn Frisch and Jessa Peterson. And we're going to give the ball to Aquinas. As Rose Crowns gets set to come back into the ball game, and she will replace Carson Bushman once again. And Polino to inbound it for Aquinas. They get it inside to Miller. She'll put up the runner, no, gets her own rebound. That one's no good as well, and Rose Crowns with the board for Assumption. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Burkhauser with 5:31 to go in half number 1. He wants a 60. Let's take a 60 with them, Emily. We're back with more from Assumption after this.
Value of the basketball.
Royals with the basketball, now just a 1-point lead, but they get it underneath. Nice out-of-bounds play drawn up by Coach Burkhauser to Olivia Skiba, and she will finish it. She now has 4 points, moves back to 3 for Assumption as we approach the 5-minute mark of our first half of play. Steiner with the dribble, looks over to the coach, Donarski, to get some instructions from him. They're going to go 14 low, so they put 4 on the bottom, and Steiner on top of the ball against Skiba. She takes it in the paint, leave it underneath to Polino. She'll put it up, no, and the rebound to Frisch. Triggers the outlet pass to Rose Crown, back over on the right-hand wing. She has it there. Right side now, Skiba tries to get it inside to Frisch. They can't connect. Turnover number 8. Steiner now picked up by Crown. She'll take it to the basket. Cut off there by Wendell. Bank it up and in. Kaya Steiner with her second basket of the ball game. She has 7 points. And it's 21-20. Royals by a point. Ball on the left-hand side. Really, right now, the Royals have called 3 starters on the court. And Jolyn Frisch has the coach check tonight. And they'll bounce it up ahead. Left-hand lay-in, overlay it. Rebound on the weak side. Jump ball. Battling for it inside was Collins and Linsmeyer, and it should be Royal basketball, and it is. Mason Kring's not playing here tonight. And also on the bench right now, Gina Grundhofer and Macy Zerflu with 2 fouls each. So Royals, Rose Crowns, right side, 3 ball, hit it, Rose. She's got 5 points. And Assumption now leads it by 4, 24-20, 3:45 remaining in this first half of play. Steiner with the dribble, gets the screen in the lane, leaves it on the right side to Reutemann. Back over to Collins, bounce it around to Peterson, and rotate the arc. Steiner with the dribble, tries to penetrate, puts up the runner, blocked by, oh my goodness, it was blocked by Skiba. It rolled off of her hand off the backboard, and it still went down. 24-22 now. The Royals lead is down to 2. We're down to 3:10 to go in this first half. Linsmeyer, Linsmeyer inside Frisch. Crowns another 3 ball on the way. This one's too long. The rebound off the hands of Wendell. Out on the fly is Reutemann, and she'll overlay it. Gets her own rebound and puts that one back in. I think she made a tougher shot than she missed. And we are tied for the first time since it was 0-0. 24-24. Again, the Royals trying to weather the storm here at the end of this first half. Linsmeyer, Autumn for 3. Yeah! Her second tray of the ball game. Royals back on top by 3 with 2.5 minutes in half number 1. Steiner will bounce it inside to Collins. Collins trying to go inside. Triple team down there, has to punch back out. Left-hand side, ball in the hands of Polino. Royals still playing man-to-man. They get it down. Steiner, little fall away, turnaround, good. She's smooth. She has 4 baskets and 3 free throws. That's 11 points in my book. 27-26, Assumption by 1. 2 minutes to go in this first half of play. Autumn had a 3 for a minute but didn't take it. Now she's going to be with it on top of the wheel. Inside Skiba. Take it up to the left-hand side. Kind of got away with a walk. Over to Wendell's. Teardrop jumper. Good for Gracie. She has 6 points. And again, the Royals by 3. Polino will go right side to Reutemann. Peterson now, dribble penetration, put up the runner off the glass, no. And Olivia Skiba with the board for Assumption, a buck and a half remaining in this half. Now Skiba at the free throw line. She'll put up the J, a little bit wide to the left. Doesn't go. And the Blue Golds coming at the Royals. Steiner will spin it in, kick it back out to Polino, long 2, no. Another board for Skiba. Had it poked away momentarily, but regathered by Linsmeyer with exactly 1 minute to go in the first half of play. Wendell's right side crowns. Wouldn't be bad to see the Royals run a little offense here. Linsmeyer going to put up a 16-footer, no. And Skiba, Olivia, as soon as she did it, she went, I knew I should not have went over the back there, but she did. And that's going to be team foul number 7, so we'll walk all the way to the other end to shoot the 1-and-1. Maeve Miller will come back in, replacing Kaya Steiner. And Carson Bushman will come in to replace Olivia Skiba. Those 2 fouls. So Collins, who has not been to the charity stripe thus far, will shoot the 1-and-1. Olivia had to play a lot of minutes that first half because of the foul trouble to Gina. And you can tell she's a little gassed. Free throw, kind of sticks it between the backboard and the rim. And doesn't go. Rebound, Assumption with 40 seconds remaining. Like I said, I'd like to see them run a little clock right here. Just run their offense. Work the arc a little bit and see if they can't just settle for a final shot. A little 2-3 zone now led by Aquinas. Make it even easier to keep it on the outside. Wendell's, Bushman, Rose Crowns with 20 seconds to go. Just keep moving the ball for about another 10 and set up your offense, right? Wendell's thought about turning the edge, did not. Instead, she skips it over to Linsmeyer. We're down to 12. She has a quick tuck away momentarily. Picked up again by Frisch. Crowns has it with 5. Linsmeyer with 4. Bounce it with 3. Jump stop, ball away. Bucket! At the buzzer! Autumn Linsmeyer, with her 7th and 8th points of the half, extends the lead for the Royals. Scoreboard reads, the Assumption Royals 31, the Blue Golds of La Crosse Aquinas 26. So the Royals leading it 31-26, and as we will start half number 2, I'm pretty sure that we'll be seeing the starting 5 back out on the court for the Royals. Gracie Wendell's, Autumn Linsmeyer, Macy Zerflu, Gina Grundhofer, and Olivia Skiba. And we'll see if the starting 5 comes out of the huddle for Coach Donarski. They started in the first half, Peterson, Reutemann, Collins, Steiner, and Miller. Nobody with more than 1 foul for the Blue Golds, while Zerflu, Grundhofer, and Skiba all with 2 fouls apiece. So the Royals do start the starting 5. And yes, the same 5 are up the court for Donarski's Blue Golds. And it'll be Aquinas basketball to start this second half, as they now go away from WFHR on your radio dial. And immediately the ball goes in the hands of Steiner. She tries to dump it inside, but getting a hand on it for the Royals is Linsmeyer. They get it ahead to Zerflu, and immediately they get it on the right side to Wendell, put it off the bracket, no. And the board coming down to Miller. On the baseline to Steiner inside. She rolls around off the glass, partially blocked by Linsmeyer. And the Royals coming the other way. Nobody's going to stop Wendell, so she'll take it inside. She has it blocked by Steiner. So both teams get a shot blocked, and we come the other way. Peterson for long 2, no. Rebound by Linsmeyer. So Autumn getting involved often and early here in half number 2. Wendell's on the right wing. Skip it underneath to Linsmeyer. Back around to Wendell's inside Grundhofer. Dribble it to the right elbow. Wendell's right side Linsmeyer. Well, patient on the offense here. So girls have passed up some good looks thus far. They think they're going to try to get something down on the block. Now Lindsmeyer puts up the three, and it hits the rim, hits the backboard, and goes out. Long pass up ahead of Reutemann, and Lindsmeyer will be called for the block, and the bucket is good for Nora Reutemann. She now has 6 points, and looking for number 7, and Autumn Lindsmeyer just picked up her second personal. Gracie Wendels will come out and be relieved by Rose Crowns. Rose has had a nice ball game tonight as well. So Reutemann with a chance to get this lead down to 2. And she leaves it short. And Lindsmeyer gets the rebound for Assumption. It's only the third missed free throw on the ball game for the Blue Golds, and the Royals haven't shot one yet tonight. For Rundhofer, and left side Zerfler. On top, Skiba. Trying to go back door to Crown. She gets double teamed on the baseline. Almost walked. She just tippy-toed. Skip it over on the left side. Lindsmeyer has it blocked away from behind by Steiner. Out on the fly. Long pass up ahead to Reutemann off the glass. Good. 31-30 now. The Blue Golds have cut it down to a 1-point deficit. As we have played 2 minutes here in half number 2. Rundhofer, backdoor cut, Crowns, put it off the glass, rolls it in. As I said, Rose having a good ball game thus far. She now has 7 points and the lead back up to 3 for Assumption. Reutemann in the forecourt. Left side Collins, picked up by Grundhofer, gets a screen. Down low to Steiner, double team down there. Back around left side. Reutemann, left baseline, Miller. Back out on top, splash it down for Marissa Collins. The 5'8" sophomore has a 3 and a 2 now behind her name. That one was just about a foot beyond the free throw line. 33-32, Royals lead it by 1. Browns has it on the right wing. Grundhofer beyond the arc. Left side, Lindsmeyer. Bottom goes on top to Skiba. Back over to Lindsmeyer. Bounce it out to Grundhofer. 3 ball on the way, short. And it'll be Blue Golds basketball, and they'll have a chance to take the lead. Olivia Skiba going to be replaced by Jolyn Frisch. 14:59 to go in this ball game. Royals by 1. Blue Golds can score here. It would be their first lead of the ball game. Steiner, dribble penetration, then kick it back out to Reutemann. Peterson with the right-hand dribble, pound the pavement twice. Over to Collins on the right wing, Grundhofer on her. And a man being employed by the Royals. Collins will take it in, running left-hander. It spins off the rim and out. And Grundhofer grabs the rebound. Lindsmeyer, left side Zerflu. She'll hand it off to Crowns. Right back over to Zerflu. She'll turn the edge, lob it underneath. Grundhofer gets fouled and knocked to the floor. And that's going to go against Steiner. Kaya will be her second personal, first on the team. And the Royals about to shoot their first free throws of the ball game. Took over 21 minutes for the Royals to get to the free throw line, but when they do, Grundhofer knocks it down. Sadie Polino comes back in for Jessa Peterson for Coach Donarski. Gina with 5 points, make it 6 as she knocks down both free throws. And Wendels will give a little breather to Grundhofer. 35-32. The Royals leading it by 3. Steiner takes the dribble across the midcourt line. Lindsmeyer on her. Down low to Miller. Right side Steiner. They look to double team her in the corner, and then they go away from the double team. She runs into Crowns, puts it up no. And Wendels with the rebound. Ahead, Lindsmeyer take it all the way to the basket with the right hand, overlays it. Rebound grabbed by Reutemann. She's going to fly out. Bounces it up ahead, and Jolyn Frisch knocks it out of bounds. Aquinas will inbound it to the left of the basket, and Crowns will be replaced by Grundhofer. 13:45 remaining here in this second half of play. 35-32, Assumption by 3. Steiner receives the inbounds pass. She looks to dribble penetrate. Does so, and then kicks it out to Reutemann. Right side Collins throws the ball to Polino. She almost walked with it. Miller on the right baseline. Skip it over the top, Steiner now. Looking to come baseline once again. And now dribbles it out behind the arc. Right side Polino. Sadie with a little jab step. Leave it back out on top into the hands of Reutemann. Collins with that dribble. She takes it all the way to the basket. Put up the runner, no. Rebound. From behind, but we play on, and the bench for Aquinas wanted one. Up ahead. Get it to Wendels with the left hand. Good. You see Wendels now with 8 points. And it's 37-32. Royals leading it by 5. Steiner with the dribble. Out to Collins. She's near the jump circle. Takes it now with the dribble to the right wing. Picks up that dribble. And leaves it for Miller. Dump it underneath. Give it to Steiner. No. And the rebound into the hands of Grunhofer. Royals into the forecourt. Zerflu. Wendels. A little give and go that time to Grunhofer. Fall away. 8-footer. Doesn't stay. And Collins with the board for Aquinas. 12:20 to go in the ballgame. 37-32 Royals. Reutemeyer has it on the left wing. She crosses over her dribble. Goes in the paint. Gets it blocked by Wendels. And the Royals going to take it up ahead on the right side. Linsmeyer with it. Get it out into the hands of Zerflu, who will reload the offense. Grunhofer just beyond the arc, just to the left of the top of the wheel. Right side, Linsmeyer, 1-2, good. Autumn Linsmeyer now with 10 points. And Coach Donarski wants a TO. We'll take one with him. You're listening to AM 1320 FHR. Blue Golds will inbound it and try to go length of the court. Royals almost check it away from Peterson. They get it to Miller. Miller drives and lays it up and in. Like I said, in the pregame warm-ups, I thought Maeve Miller was going to be their best ball player. That's her first 2 of the night. She looks very smooth and under control. Turns out it's been Steiner tonight who's been their leader. 39-34, Royals by 5. Grunhofer left side. Linsmeyer, jumper, left side, doesn't go. She's able to hustle down, goes to the floor, gets the ball. Backdoor, Grunhofer, lay it up and in. That was a pass from Olivia Skiba. And the Royals now with 8 points for Grunhofer, and they lead it by 7. Miller now, once again, with the dribble runner, floater, rolls off the rim, however. Tipped and kept alive by Polino. She gets her own rebound. Blocked by the Royals, but they say too much arm there, and it's going to go against Olivia Skiba. That'll be her 3rd personal. Let's see if Coach Burkhauser takes her out. As Sadie Polino will go to the free throw line for the first time this evening. Free throw is in the air and good. She has 5 points now. 8 for 11 from the free throw line, 9 for 12, 75% for the Blue Golds. Almost taken away. Reutemann runs in front of the intended receiver, which was Linsmeyer, and knocks it out of bounds. And now Skiba will take a seat, be replaced by Jolynn Frisch with 10:54 to go in the ballgame, and a 5-point Royal lead. Grunhofer with the catch, Miller on her. Middle it a couple times. They look to double team her, so quickly the Royals rotate it, get it back to Grunhofer, spin, drop step, put it up, no. And the rebound, outlet pass, 3 quick passes underneath to Peterson, and she finishes it. That was a well-run fast break that time. So they got the ball on the left-hand side to Reutemann, and she crossed it over to Peterson for the 2. 41-38. Every time the Royals get a little bit of breathing room, back comes Aquinas. Wendels on the right wing, just beyond the arc. Steiner on her. Linsmeyer just inside the arc, right on top of the wheel. Back over to Wendels. Now Frisch goes high-low to Grunhofer, and she gets bumped on the floor by Steiner. Knocks her to the ground. And for Kaya Steiner now, that's going to be her third personal. So the first time tonight, the Blue Gold's in a little bit of foul trouble. Collins will come in and replace Peterson. Frisch takes a seat, Skiba back in for her. Also, Amanda Egan, a 6'1" sophomore. Maeve Miller. And Lindsmeyer to inbound it to Grundhofer. 8-footer, yes. They just have such good out-of-bounds plays, and they set such nice screens that somebody seems to always pop open, either right underneath the basket or within 8 feet of it. Collins with the dribble. Gets it over to Polino. Runner, good. That was a tough shot by Sadie Polino. She was able to force it up over the top of some big timber inside and hit it. Again, 43-40. 9.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Wendell's just inside the free throw line. High arcing shot is good. Gracie now with double digits. She has 10. And it's 45-40. Steiner going against Lindsmeyer. Moving the feet nicely, not getting the reach-in foul called. Run it into Skiba. And Olivia wondering what she did. Looked like she was standing pretty straight up. And the official, Olivia now turning around, asking the official what she did, and doesn't get an answer. Maybe it wasn't one. Free throw for Steiner is up and good. Steiner now with 12 points. Trying to get the lead back down to 3, and it rolls off the rim. Rebound up by Collins, no good. It's knocked away from Zerflew out of bounds. It'll be Royals basketball. So Lindsmeyer, once the ball is retrieved from the corner of the gym, will inbound it. And so does Zerflew. She's picked up that three-quarter court by Polino. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Burkhauser. He's going to take a full with 9 minutes to go. We will as well. Back with more from Assumption after this. You're listening to AM 1320 FHR.
You're at Assumption.
Emily Stringfield back at our studios, engineering our broadcast. Glad you're along here tonight for this great basketball game. Thursday night, just a few days short of the tournaments. .333 remaining in the ball game. Royals by 9. And then the ball is tipped away by Lindsmeyer. It's picked up by Zerflew. Slam on the brakes, lay it up and in. You see Zerflew with 9 points now. And Assumption's lead is back to double digits. They led it 11-0 at the start of the game. And right now it's back to 11. Get it down inside. Steiner with the left hand. Too hard off the glass. Rebound. Great box out by the Royals. Up ahead, here's the pass to Lindsmeyer. She'll catch it, she'll settle it back out and rotate it around. Skip it over to Skiba. Left side, Lindsmeyer. Bounce it a couple of times, hand it off to Zerflew. And a push in the back coming against Reutemann. Second on Nora. 6th on the team. So after this one is inbounded, the Royals and fouls the rest of the night will be shooting free throws. I got a feeling right now if the Royals do like they did the other night against Stratford, they'll just kind of rotate the arc for a few until they get some fouls. Gina thought about the three to Zerflew in the paint. Up, she's going to put it up, roll her off her fingertips and in. Well, so much for rotating the arc. Macy says, I got this good look inside. I'm going to take it to the basket and finish it. And Assumption leads it by 13. With 2 1/4 to go. Collins. Egan, left side, Peterson, splash. About a 10-footer for 2. And the Royals still lead it by 11. Zerflew will bring it up the court. Right-hand side, Lindsmeyer. Skiba to Wendels. to Rundhofer. Underneath Skiba. Nobody's guarding her. Wide open. Put it up and overrolls it. Gets her own rebound. Blocked from behind. And here come the Blue Golds the other way. Reutemann with it in the corner. Royals look to double team her, but she dribbles away from it. Rotate it left side Steiner. She'll try to penetrate. Gracie Wendels will try to cut her off. Takes it around baseline and then dribbles it off. It's Royal basketball. Turnover number 16 with a minute and a half to go. And Assumption leading it by 11. Looking. Inbounds comes to Zerflu. She'll pivot away from the double team. Keeps her dribble alive. She's going against Reutemeyer and takes it into the forward court. And then she thought that Reutemeyer was going to cut out. She cut in instead, and the ball goes sailing out of bounds. And it's turnover number 10 on Assumption. Maeve Miller, who went out with a little bit gimpy. She still looks like she's walking a little bit gingerly out there. Comes in and replaces Enid. Once again, the ball all the way out in by the concession stand area. And they retrieve it, and Blue Golds will inbound. Place it on the left-hand side is Peterson. Take it back to Reutemeyer. Go in the corner to Miller. Peterson. Reutemeyer. Peterson. Didn't take their time on offense because the Royals lead it by 11. Inside Steiner. Third on Gina, fourth on the team. And we've got 64 ticks left on the clock, and the Royals leading it by 11. The inbound will come to the left of the basket. Steiner will do the honors. Looking for a backdoor cut, doesn't get it. Peterson inside to Steiner. She tries to work her way around the arc, and they're going to call Grunhofer for another foul. And for Gina, that'll suddenly she went from 2 fouls to 4. So 2 free throws coming up for Kaya Steiner. She's made 4 out of 6 tonight, and she gets 2 here. And this one rolls out. She has 12 points tonight. 1 free throw left for Kaya. KYAH is her name. This one is good. Inbounds to Grunhofer, right back over to Lindsmeyer. Bottom into the forecourt. They try to reach in on her. Zerflu. Reutemeyer after her. Trying to foul. There they get Skib on the foul as Miller with the push. And we'll have 1-1 coming up for Olivia Skiba. So it'll be a 1-1 for Olivia. It'll be her first free throw of the night as well. Leading it by 10 with 48 seconds to go are the Royals. Free throw too hard off the bracket. And the board to Miller. And Collins passes it right into the hands of Zerflu. Macy will go left side to Grunhofer. Gina, they're saying don't foul Gina. Oh my goodness. Macy gets knocked to the ground by Reutemeyer. Nora has 3 personal fouls. And now we'll see if Zerflu can hit the 1-1 here. Macy is 3 for 4 from the free throw line. And the Royals with a 10-point lead with 33.5 seconds to go. And she knocks down the first. 12 points now for Macy. And Rose Crown's getting set to check in and replacing Olivia Skiba. That's a nice round of applause from the folks here at Assumption. One more throw coming up for Mace. And she hits it. Royals by 12. They led it 11-0, and right now they lead it by 12. That start was really the difference in this ballgame, wasn't it? Pass to Miller, a little bit too high, run down by Reutemann. Inside to Steiner, she goes baseline. Blocked from behind by Lindsmeyer. And the Royals get the rebound, Grunhofer. Up ahead, Gina. Get it around, Wendels. Zerflu, right side Crowns with 5 seconds. Grunhofer with 4, 3, 2, 1, ball. scoreboard reads, your Assumption Royals 58, the Blue Gold of La Crosse Aquinas 46.